I know recently I've told you guys that she has shell disease, and if she were to turn around, I could actually show you guys the shell disease. But basically, what shell disease is, it's a bacteria or a fungi, and it eats away at a crab's shell. So if she were to turn around, I could show you guys on her claws, there's brown spots, and on her, I believe on her left claw, there's a little hole that's forming. But as of right now, it doesn't look like it's spreading, and she's still healthy. She's still active. She's still behaving like her normal self. She still begs for food, and I'm actually gonna feed her right now here in a second. Yesterday, I fed her a crawfish. So as you can see, there's some remains of frozen crawfish right here. I managed to clean most of it last night, and then when I woke up this morning, uh, some of her poop is there, and then there's little bits and pieces of the crawfish right there. But that's okay. I can clean that out later once I'm done feeding her here in a little bit. So because she ate yesterday, I'm actually going to go light on her feeding tonight. So tonight I'm actually just gonna feed her a night crawler and a small piece of shrimp. So let me show you guys the night crawler. She sees me opening the lid, so she's turning around now. Yeah, she's hungry. So if you ever wondered how crabs beg for food, this is how they beg for food. So she sees me right now. She's throwing her claws up. She's saying, feed me, feed me. I'm hungry. So let's go ahead and feed her because she's getting a little impatient. All right, here we go. Let me show you guys the night crawler real quick. So here's the night crawler. I'm gonna put it in. Let's see if she'll actually jump up and try to grab it. She didn't, but she's gonna go for that night crawler. There she goes. So I'm just gonna give her a little bit of time, let her eat that night crawler. And while she's doing that, I can try to show you guys the shell disease. Oh, didn't mean to zoom in that much. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, this is about as close as I can get without it being too blurry. So like right here, you can see the brown spots right there, and there's little holes that are forming. And here, let me take out my phone from the tripod so you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's really affecting this claw right here. So if she were to lift up that claw, you can see there's a little hole that's forming right there. But like I said, as of right now, it doesn't look like it's spreading too much. All this brown stuff right here is just really just algae buildup, which is perfectly normal for a blue crab. So algae's not gonna do anything to her, but these little brown spots right there are what worry me. So all I can do is just keep the water clean and just make sure that she's not stressed out. Someone advised me and said that I should lower the water temperature, so that's what I did. Usually I keep it at 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So I lowered it just a little bit. And right now, I believe it's at like 73, 74. So I'm just going to keep it that way. Really, the only way she can fight this disease off is if she molts. But because she's a female blue crab and she's already reached maturity, the chances of her molting is not likely. So usually they stop molting once they're fully grown. But I mean, there's still a rare chance that she could molt, but I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I've had her for 8 months and she hasn't molted yet, so I don't think she's gonna molt. But if she finishes this night crawler right here, then I'll go ahead and give her another piece of shrimp. I also made sure to clean the night crawler before I gave it to her too. Usually these night crawlers, they come in a small carton box that's filled with dirt. And instead of just throwing the nightcrawler from the box directly into her tank, I actually put the nightcrawler in some water so it doesn't dirty up the tank as much. But Blue being Blue, she's gonna dirty it up anyway because she's a messy eater. Alright, I'm gonna put the phone back on the tripod now because it's shaking too much now. There we go. Looks like she's almost done. She actually ate that pretty fast. Good job, Blue. While she's finishing that up, I'm gonna go ahead and get her shrimp ready. I'm gonna take the shell off and everything. Sometimes I like to give her the shrimp with the shell, and sometimes I don't. But tonight I'm gonna take the shell off. Let's see if she'll beg for more food. So normally when she begs, she's gonna, yeah, she's doing it right now. Yeah, she starts clawing at the glass like that. All right, I'm gonna give her another one. Yeah, she's begging. All right, Blue, calm down. I got you. Hold on. Here's the shrimp. And go ahead and just throw it in there. She almost got me there for a second. And usually with shrimp, she'll eat shrimp pretty fast. It doesn't take her long. Maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. What type of salt do I use? So I actually use marine salt. I think it's by Instant Ocean. So I actually ordered mine from Amazon, but I believe Petco and PetSmart they also sell them as well. I know a lot of people who watch my live streams. They will often ask me like, how do I do her water changes and how do I get the salt water into her tank. I'm actually about to make a video on that pretty soon. So if you guys haven't already, if you guys are new here and you guys like this type of content, make sure you guys hit subscribe. That way you guys don't miss an upload. And shrimp is usually what I feed her. I like to feed her shrimp just because it's easier. It's easy for her to digest, and also it doesn't make a mess in the tank. But sometimes I'll feed her some crazy things. If you just look through my library of videos, you can see her eat some large crayfish, cockroaches, grasshoppers, snails. She's not too picky on food. As long as it's not a vegetable, she's gonna eat it. Oh, I appreciate that, Galena. What type of crab is it? So this is actually a common crab. It's called a blue crab. So she was actually at a seafood market. So this is typically a blue crab that people buy to eat. And I picked her up from the seafood market and put her in a saltwater tank instead of being dinner. And I'll show you guys what the tank looks like. Let me just step back real quick. So she's in a 40-gallon saltwater tank. She has some sand, some air stones, some rocks. She has a heater. I also painted the background white. And it's pretty basic, but for a blue crab, I mean, this is pretty much all that she needs. And I've had her for 8 months now. When she's active, she usually likes to climb these rocks. She loves climbing on this one, but sometimes she'll climb on this one, and then she'll climb onto the airstone right here, and then she'll climb onto the heater, and then she'll just jump off of it. And she'll keep doing that over and over and over again. It's really funny to watch. But if you guys are ever thinking about getting a crab as a pet, you guys should do it. It's blue crabs, they're not really hard to take care of. They're really easy to take care of. The only hard part is learning how to do a saltwater tank, like how to change out the water. But once you do your research, then it's pretty easy. Blue's getting a little camera shy right now. So I actually use tap water. So I get like a 5-gallon bucket, fill it with tap water, and then I use Prime, which is a dechlorinator. And then I put the recommended amount of marine salt in the bucket, and then I mix it, and then I slowly pour it into our tank. Some people will use what's called Rodi water, but I just use tap water. Sponsored by Prime. I should be. I've been using Prime for like 10 years now. I've been using them for a really long time. Yeah, I don't think Blue's gonna finish the rest of that shrimp. She's probably already full. Either that or she doesn't like the fact that I'm here. Sometimes she won't eat if I'm standing in front of her tank. She's weird like that sometimes. But I mean, I guess while she's doing that, I can show you guys the 125 real quick. I know some of my longtime viewers will probably want to see the 125. Thank you, CC. I appreciate that. Tattoo Face says, I just woke up and came across this, but because I got me a glass of milk, the idea popped in my head. Have you have you ever froze cubes of milk and put it in the water to see if she will eat it? No, actually, I've never thought of that, but I don't know if milk is good for the crab. But that's an interesting comment. Did I get this crab at the beach? No, actually, I didn't get her at the beach. I got her from the seafood market in my city. So let me show you guys the 125, and then we'll come back to the we'll come back to blue. Let me just show you guys what fish I have in there. So I got a giant red ear, Texas cichlid, and then over here, hiding in the corner, we have a green sunfish. I just got this bisher the other day, actually almost a week now. He's hiding, but he's pretty big. And then we have the sun eclipse catfish that never comes out. He only comes out during feeding time. He's hiding in this PVC pipe. Fun fact, if you have a sun eclipse catfish, you have to get them a hiding spot. Otherwise, they will stress out and pass away. And I've had him since 2018. I wish he would come out so you guys can see him, but I guess he's not going to come out. I've also had this guy since 2018 as well. They need a water change. If you're wondering why the filter outtake looks like that, it's supposed to be clipped to the wall, but the Texas cichlid and the green sunfish, they like to skirmish a lot. And oftentimes what they'll do is they'll skirmish and they'll bump into things and destroy stuff in the tank. So that's why my airstone looks like that as well. What was Blue's meal for tonight? So I gave her a nightcrawler, and right now she's attempting to finish a piece of shrimp. Unknown Charlie says, "Hi, I'm new. What are you doing on this channel?" So I've had this YouTube channel since 2014, and basically all I do is I just make content on fish and aquariums. So if you ever have a chance, you can just go through my videos and see what type of videos I've posted in the last 10 years or so. What started this channel was basically just me breeding angelfish. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that type of fish, but I mean they're sold. They're a common tropical fish, and I used to breed them. Yeah, Stover, I'm not sure what that is. Do you mean crabs? Because I don't know what that word is. I would like to know, though. Appreciate you liking the live stream, Charlie. Suki says, "What is your crab eating?" She's eating a piece of shrimp right now. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. Looks like Blue would be a great blackjack dealer. How do you come up with these comments, Tattoo Face? I don't understand. But why blackjack though? Why not a poker dealer? All right, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'll be posting a video maybe tomorrow or the day afterwards. It's just basically a video on how I clean Blue's tank. And then also towards, or later on this month, I'll try to drop a few more shorts on my channel. So hopefully you guys subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that.